Hello guys, it's World Cup semi-final day, and Lionel Messi is sparking a fitness scare ahead of Argentina's clash with England in Atlanta. Frenkie De Jong returns to Barcelona with a significant knee injury and could miss 4 months. Youri Tielemans completes his medical at Manchester United, and Leandro Trossard is on his way to Istanbul after Arsenal confirm his sale. Plus, Real Madrid's transfer target gets a glowing endorsement from a legend, and France named their lineup for tonight's semi-final against Spain. If you're enjoying this kind of breakdown, drop a like. It genuinely helps us keep this format going. It's time to dive into the latest football news. Argentina are reportedly considering 2 changes for their World Cup semi-final against England in Atlanta on Wednesday evening, with question marks hanging over Lionel Messi's fitness ahead of the biggest match of the tournament so far. The World Cup semi-final between England and Argentina has been branded the highest-risk match of the tournament over fears of fan violence. It will be the first competitive meeting between the 2 nations in 24 years. Diego Maradona's son has responded to comments made by the Argentina manager ahead of Wednesday's World Cup semi-final against England, reigniting the historic rivalry between the 2 nations. Youri Tielemans has completed his medical and is set to sign for Manchester United today. Ben Jacobs confirms it will be a 5-year deal for the Belgian midfielder. Didier Deschamps has made his call. Bradley Barcola starts on the left wing ahead of Désiré Doué, while Aurélien Tchouaméni returns to midfield in place of Manu Koné for tonight's World Cup semi-final against Spain. Claude Makélélé has publicly urged Real Madrid president Florentino Perez to prioritize Michael Olise above all other transfer targets this summer, saying, "I told Florentino that if there is money to spend on a single player, that is Olise." Arsenal have agreed a transfer fee to sell Belgian forward Leandro Trossard to Besiktas. The Gunners have confirmed the agreement, and Trossard is already on his way to Istanbul after winning the Premier League with Arsenal. Ismail Elfath, a 44-year-old Moroccan-American referee, will take charge of his first World Cup semi-final when England face Argentina. L'Équipe described him as something of a good luck charm for Lionel Messi. Bradley Barcola remains a high priority for Liverpool. PSG have to date been against selling, but according to Ben Jacobs, that stance could change. Brighton have completed a £50 million move for defender Luka Vušković, who made his name in the Bundesliga. The deal represents a significant investment from the Seagulls as they bolster their backline. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has been reported for his behavior at the World Cup, with the incident coming on the eve of England's semi-final against Argentina. A journalist has flatly dismissed claims from a former Newcastle United owner that Bruno Guimarães could be available for just £50 million, calling the suggestion utter nonsense. Inter are still searching for a replacement for Denzel Dumfries, with defenders from Tottenham and Atletico Madrid emerging as potential targets, according to Italian sources. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has fired a broadside at football's governing bodies, saying clubs are puppets of UEFA and FIFA who get rich off us. He also outlined plans for a new 70,000-seater stadium. Zinedine Zidane is reportedly won over by the metamorphosis of the French national team ahead of tonight's World Cup semi-final against Spain. Bayern Munich's Lennart Karl has stepped up his recovery from the thigh muscle injury that ruled him out of Germany's World Cup campaign, returning to ball work at the club's training ground. Frenkie De Jong has returned to Barcelona carrying a significant knee injury, and the news is not good. According to Mundo Deportivo, citing Marca, the 29-year-old has suffered a significant injury to his right knee. The outlet suggests he could be sidelined for around 4 months, meaning he may not feature for Barcelona until mid-November at the earliest. De Jong visited Barcelona's Ciutat Esportiva on Monday for medical examinations, and the results have alarmed the club. Mateo Moretto also confirmed the news, reporting that the Dutch midfielder returned injured and could be out for several months. This is a major blow for Barcelona. De Jong has been one of the club's most important midfielders when fit, and a 4-month absence would rule him out of the entire preseason and the opening months of the new La Liga campaign. For a club already navigating financial pressures, losing a key player before a ball is kicked is the last thing they need. The next steps will be a full diagnosis to confirm the extent of the damage and establish a precise recovery timeline. Barcelona will also need to assess whether they move in the transfer market to cover for his absence, a significant decision given the club's ongoing budget constraints. Argentina are reportedly considering 2 changes for their World Cup semifinal against England in Atlanta on Wednesday evening, and the biggest concern surrounds their talisman. Lionel Messi has sparked genuine fitness concerns ahead of what would be his first ever competitive meeting with the Three Lions. The semi-final itself is being branded the highest risk match of the entire tournament by security officials, with fears of fan violence surrounding a fixture that carries enormous historical weight. England and Argentina have not met in a competitive match for 24 years, and the tension is palpable. Diego Maradona's son has already hit back at comments made by the Argentina manager in the build-up, adding another layer of drama to the occasion. On the refereeing front, Moroccan-American official Ismail Elfath will take charge of his first World Cup semi-final. L'Équipe describe him as something of a good luck charm for Messi, having overseen several matches in which the Argentine has thrived. The match kicks off in Atlanta on Wednesday evening. If Argentina navigate this tie, they will face the winner of tonight's France vs. Spain semi-final in the final. For England, it represents their greatest chance in a generation to reach a World Cup final. And the question of whether Messi will be fully fit to face them is the defining storyline of the day. Manchester United have landed their man. Youri Tielemans has completed his medical and is signing for the club today, with Ben Jacobs confirming the agreement will run for 5 years. Tielemans is a proven Premier League operator, having spent several seasons at Leicester City before his previous move. The Belgian international brings composure, range of passing, and an eye for goal from deep, qualities that United have been lacking in the engine room. At 29, he arrives at a club that needs experience as much as it needs quality. For United, this signing comes at a time when the club is actively working to improve their squad ahead of the new Premier League season. The World Cup has given Carrick recruitment team time to finalize deals, and Tielemans appears to be one of the first confirmed arrivals of what could be a busy summer window. The 5-year length of the deal signals genuine commitment from both parties. United are not signing Tielemans as a short-term fix. They see him as a cornerstone of their midfield rebuild. Expect him to be central to Carrick's plans from the very first day of preseason. Real Madrid's pursuit of Michael Olise has received a high-profile endorsement this week. Club legend Claude Makélélé has told Florentino Perez directly that if there is money to spend on a single player this summer, it should be Olise. I told Florentino that if there is money to spend on a single player, that is Olise, Makélélé said in statements to Marca. Olise has established himself as one of the most exciting wide players in European football. The French international's ability to cut inside, create chances, and score goals from wide positions makes him exactly the kind of profile Real Madrid have been seeking to add dynamism to their attack. The timing of Makélélé's comments is notable. With the World Cup in its final stages and the summer transfer window in full swing, Real Madrid's recruitment plans are being shaped now. The club's interest in Olise has been an open secret, and having a figure of Makélélé's stature publicly back the move adds weight to the pursuit. Whether Real Madrid can get a deal done will depend on their overall budget and the competition they face. Olise is a player who will attract interest from across Europe's elite clubs. But if Makélélé's message reaches Perez, the message is clear. Make this one happen. The first of tonight's 2 World Cup semi-finals pits France against Spain, and Didier Deschamps has made his selection. Bradley Barcola gets the nod on the left wing ahead of Désiré Doué, while Aurélien Tchouaméni returns to the midfield in place of Manu Koné. 2 changes that signal Deschamps is going with experience and physicality for the biggest occasion. Spain, of course, are no strangers to World Cup semi-finals. They famously reached the 2010 final on their way to winning the tournament, and this current generation has shown the quality to go all the way again. France, meanwhile, have undergone what Zinedine Zidane himself describes as a genuine metamorphosis. The legendary former captain is reportedly impressed by how the team has evolved under Deschamps. The tactical battle will be fascinating. Mirror Football have analyzed the data and note that both sides are widely viewed as the 2 best teams in the tournament. England, watching from the other semi-final, will have their own preference about who they face in a potential final. The winner tonight faces either England or Argentina in the final. For Barcola, this is a chance to announce himself on the biggest stage. And with Liverpool reportedly still monitoring his situation, a standout performance tonight could only increase his value. Kickoff is tonight, and the football world is watching. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting football news. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care and see you soon.